Exactly. This is just one step in what is going to be a multi-year process, but it's an important step. And actually, what's really important is the timing, which is no accident. What's happening here is that the Council, which is the upper house in the EU's legislature, made up of national governments, has signed off on a negotiating mandate for the European Commission, the EU executive, the building behind me, to conduct these negotiations with Ukraine. And it was really important to do that before next Monday, because that's when Hungary is taking over the rotating presidency of the Council of Ministers. And Hungary is not a fan of EU accession and has said that it would not move it forward at all. So they had to get this agreed over there in the Council, hand it off to the Commission to get it out of the hands of the Hungarians. But also they didn't want to do it before the EU election because they were afraid of Ukraine fatigue among the public. So there was a very slim window here when they could do this, but they got it done. Now, this isn't the only good news for Ukraine that's come this week. Yesterday, EU countries in the Council were able to agree a 1.4 billion euro military assistance package for Ukraine. That's coming from the proceeds of frozen Russian assets. Hungary had been blocking that. However, the EU Council's legal service just ruled that because Hungary abstained from the vehicle that's giving out this funding, the Ukraine Assistance Fund, that Hungary can't block this money because it's not coming from EU taxpayers, it's coming from those frozen Russian assets. So that was a ruling handed down last week. The Council went ahead and voted for that yesterday. So it's really two defeats for Hungary right in a row in terms of its efforts to kind of stand in the way of the EU helping out Ukraine.
Dave, we were talking just before we came on air. You were telling me now that Volodymyr Zelensky is expected to be there in Brussels this Thursday. This is to sign a new security pact.
Exactly. This isn't confirmed yet. They don't like to confirm that he's here until he's actually here. But yes, we expect Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to join the 27 EU prime ministers and presidents at a summit here in Brussels on Thursday, where the other big thing they'll be doing is choosing the new Commission president to take office behind me. So what they're going to be doing there is signing a pact with Ukraine, actually. Now, this pact comes with 9 action points, which are really, really important to Ukraine. So they concern civilian assistance, equipment, providing shelter for Ukrainian refugees, prosecuting Russian war crimes, and rebuilding Ukraine. Perhaps most essentially, though, it has assurances that Ukraine is on the way to EU membership. Now, this Ukraine Security Pact is emulating what is already existing on bilateral level between Ukraine and the United States and Japan, and also some EU member countries like France and Germany. But Ukraine has said getting this at EU level was really important, really the second most important pact that they could have after the one that they have with the United States, not only because the EU itself is much bigger than just France or just Germany, but also because of this assurance language on eventual EU membership. I should note, assurance, not a promise.
Dave, thanks so much. Dave Keating, a correspondent, talking to us live there from Brussels.